This is a video instruction on how to install the concealed winch cradle onto a Toyota Hilux N80. First step is to pop the bonnet and remove the plastic clips. It's a bit tricky to remove them if you want to reuse them, so be aware, take your time. Once you're ready, you can remove the plastic cover and then use a 10mm socket to remove the bolts that hold the grill. And then carefully and slowly jam it until you can remove it. There are some tabs underneath. You can try to push on them to help you out a bit. After that, there are 3 screws holding the top part of the bumper and 9 screws holding the lower part of the bumper. The 3 in the middle are bolts, and the other ones are plastic screws. There are also 2 screws holding the bumpers next to the wheel arch, and a few pins. Once you get that, pull the bumper from the sides and jam it a bit until you can remove it. It's a bit tricky to remove the plastic cover. It worked like that for me, but it might be harder for you. Then you need to use a 14mm socket to remove the cross member. There are some plastics behind that you need to remove to be able to remove the cross member, and then you remove 3 screws that are holding that second plastic cover. Then you can grab the cradle. You do need to put the square washers before fitting the cradle onto the chassis, so be aware of that, and use the original bolts with washers to hold it in place. Don't tighten any bolts until all bolts are in place. Use the M10x30 bolts on the other holes of that front plate. Once the M10x30 bolts are in place, check if you need to use spacers. In this case, I didn't need them, but you might need them. With 1 on each side, and it will help you to remove any gap between the cradle and the chassis. Once that's in place, you'll need to put the bolts through the hole in the front plate. Those will be the M12 bolts. The square washer goes in the front hole, and it doesn't need a washer on the cradle side. Once all bolts are in, just tighten all the bolts. So I like to use an impact gun when I can. It's easier and faster, but you can use spanners or whatever you have. You can find the torque specs in the instruction manual. Put the bumper back on, grab a marker and use the holes on the winch cradle to mark the position of the fairlead holes, and then use the fairlead to trace the final position of your cutout. Once that's done, you are ready to install the winch, do the wiring, and install everything back on. If you have any issues, just feel free to send us an email or give us a call. Hope this helps, guys. See ya.